What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Bogey Ball Society. We got a good one for you today. We got a Masters recap. Whether you watched every minute like we did, or you watched only the clips and highlights from YouTube or ESPN or whatever, we're going to walk you all the way through. We're going to walk you through who we thought was going to win, who did win. Hint, it was Rory again. And then we even covered the RBC Heritage, because that's coming up next week and it's an elevated event. Stick around to the end. I promise you're gonna enjoy it. It's a great, we had a really good time just laughing and talking all the way through it. So see you on the other side. We'll talk to you in a second.
The worst part about losing weight is you start to lose your figure, you know.
It's assuming you ever actually had a figure to lose.
No, it was girlish, and it was like BBW, but you know,
it was a figure.
Round as a shape, is that where you're going there?
100%. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's
back
right.
when I was in shape.
That's right.
Back when I was round.
All right. Well, welcome everyone back to the Bogey Ball Society. We're going to do a Masters recap. It's the night after the Masters. We're going to do this after every major this year. Fellas, I don't know what your viewing experience was Thursday through Sunday, but if you watched any of Sunday, that was a hell of a final round at the Masters. We haven't been treated to that kind of drama for a few years. Well, I shouldn't say that. We've been treated to that kind of drama, but the stacked leaderboard quality of like anybody could win this was insane for a while.
Last year was exceptional because of the way it came down to the wire, and obviously with Rory and Bryson, they were fighting, and then Rosie had an unbelievable day. Like last year was its own special kind of drama, but particularly because Rory won. And this year, especially given where he was after Friday with a 6-shot lead, it just looked like he was going to walk away with it or bounce away. What do we call the Rory walk? It's
the
have
peacock strut.
He's got a real bounce.
A bit of vertical,
a little hop.
I love it. Yeah. Well, when you're only 5'6" or whatever, you have to, you know, right? I mean, Bryan, you know.
I do know. I model myself after Rory McIlroy, actually. Just
that dude, I still can't get over.
A couple inches shorter and 40, 50 yards shorter, too.
But when you see him stand next to somebody who's like on the, like Arbig, or like Arbig, sorry, Bryan.
Arbig,
when you see him stand next to Arbig, the difference is comical. It looks like a dad and his teenage kid. Like Rory is not, he's not a big dude. And him flying at 350 just on the regular it's absurd. Anyway,
it is insane. Yeah. Well, I wanted to start there, if you don't mind, Matt. I wanted to kind of first let's do some kind of go back to what our predictions were.
Yeah.
Who did you predict to win, and how did they place? And Bryan, did you pick Arbig?
I did pick Ludwig Åberg.
Yeah, and is that, first of all, let's get the pronunciation right. It is it's Åberg.
Åberg.
Right. Åberg. Yeah, exactly.
Åberg.
Mr. Ludwig finished tied for 21st at 3 under for the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, he had flashes though during the tournament. He was looking real good. I think middle of the second round, and he kind of one of the back nines. He kind of fell off a little bit, but
I think it was the third
I thought
round.
He had a good showing. Third round. Nine,
he started birdie on the third round.
Yeah.
Like he started out at the gate like, I'm coming for this thing, and then just kind of petered out. And it's
so I don't hate my prediction there. I still think he played well. He showed well. Top 20-ish is nothing to sneeze at, right?
He has played well there before, and he's the kind of caliber of golfer that it always seems like a good pick. You know, he's that good. All right, so finished tied for 21st. Mr. Matt, who'd you pick?
I went with Scotty, and I was real mad about it for the first 2 rounds because he went 2 under, 2 over, and I was like, what are you doing? And then he showed up on Saturday like he does all year this year, apparently.
Yeah.
He went 7 under Saturday and 4 under Sunday to finish 1 off the lead, which is pretty, I mean, all things considered, unbelievable that he went 11 under par with no bogeys over the last 2 rounds. No bogeys. The only person ever that they have record, because they've only been keeping stats since 1942. He's the only person in history to play the final 2 rounds without a bogey.
How annoying is he that he's, can look pedestrian on a round of the week, and then all of a sudden he's there and he doesn't bogey.
Yeah. It's truly stunning because when you look back at that round, you look back at that like Thursday and Friday, he needs 1 stroke between those 2 days.
Yeah.
To like,
well, and the amazing,
that's the part.
The amazing stat about his performance. What were the announcers saying? He played the par 5s in 2 over for the tournament.
Yes. he I
mean, that's insane.
The par 5s ate him up. And
which is
Rory, on the other hand,
too.
was 7 under. No, he was 7 under through 8 par 5s.
He was 7 under, but he like missed
the first
fairway. 8 fairways.
Yeah, he didn't hit a fairway,
which is stupid.
That is when you look at that, 8 par 5s through first 2 days, didn't hit a fairway, was 7 under through those 8 par 5s. That's the entirety of the championship.
Real quick, does TaylorMade have a Scotty problem? Because he started doing better when he went back to the QI10.
I think we could absolutely jump into this.
You know, that's been a thing for him because he made that switch.
He's done it a couple times now.
Yeah.
Well, he went. So he's been in the QI10. He went with the QI35. He went back to the QI10 when they came out with the QI4D. Mm-hmm. He's in all their promo stuff. He's in all their this is so fast. It's so incredible. He's back in the QI10. So.
Yeah.
I think it's just a comfort thing. I mean, obviously, they're not making bad stuff, but when you get somebody who's that fine tuned into what they're hitting, I just think it just comes down to comfort.
The larger question is, how much does pro play actually move the needle for a would be golfer?
Oh,
like if you won the Masters, like I think there's a segment that might see, that pro is using that club, I want that club, and then we'll go in and buy it. But I think it's, frankly, if I don't mean to be mean, but I think it's kind of an uneducated high handicapper who's looking for that sort of thing. But I think most golfers are not going to buy a club because X pro plays it. You know what I mean? At least that particular individual. Or am I wrong?
I 100% disagree. Yeah, I will take the really? Devil's advocate route here. Well, only because I think most golfers. This is a great thing. I saw they interviewed all of the CBS announcers last year, and they asked them, what score does an average golfer need to post for you to think of them as a good golfer? And so amateur, maybe not average, amateur golfer. How would you, where would you place them to be considered a good golfer? And first guy out of the block was like, be able to break 90. One more guy was like 85. Dottie Pepper was like, shoot in the 80s consistently. Jim Nance says, shoot
72.
And,
of course.
And then it says 6 months later, and he says, friends. I got a lot of flack for my response. I don't think I understood the question. I thought you were saying what is a good score in golf for any golfer, not just for. But now that I hear what you're saying, I'm going to say if you can like shoot in the 80s, which was very encouraging from like, but the first guy who spoke, and I can't remember who it was one of the announcers, but he's Trevor Immelman, maybe one of those guys.
Okay,
former pro. He was like 10. If you can break 90, you are in the top 10% of golfers. That's how hard this game is. This game is a very hard game, and I think most golfers, if we're not including ourselves, the nerds who have a golf podcast, amongst most golfers, I just think most golfers are watching TV on a weekend. They're saying, "What's a good driver? Who won this weekend?" And I think they are going and buying it off the shelf. I genuinely do. I think that's why most marketing is. This is the fastest driver you've ever seen. This is the most forgiving driver you've ever seen. They're not really suggesting go get fit. Whereas when you get those teams on a podcast or on an infomercial or something like that, then obviously, yes, then they're talking about the fitting experience and all of that stuff. But I think for the average golfer, they're hearing, QI4D won the Masters. I bet that's a really good driver.
I saw that at PGA Superstore, actually. The last time that I went there, a guy walked in and he had a He was due for an upgrade. It was like an R1 or something. It was a white tops TaylorMade driver.
Nice.
So he was due. But he walked in and he was like, "Oh, I saw that QI40. I want to try that one. I want to try the 4D one. Yeah." And he gets up there and the guy's trying to help him out. He's like, "All right, yeah, what do you got here?" He's like, "You're probably in the Reacts blue. Let me get that for you. This is their new." He tried to kind of explain the React system to him a little bit. And he got up there and he proceeded to hit, 13-degree launch, 134 mile an hour ball speed, 3,500 banana slices to the right, and was totally happy with it and ready to walk out the door.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
Hey,
well,
it has a different
I don't want to
top line.
get too far off track, but
Sorry.
Maybe I just am not in touch with the golfing public writ large. I'm
But
just telling you,
I
for me,
think-
like if I see a particular club in play, it doesn't compel me to want to go buy it. Because I think at some point, a golfer realizes that doesn't mean it works for them. Sure, I'll go kick the tires. I might try it out.
Mhm.
But I just don't. Maybe maybe it is just me. I just don't pay attention to what the pros play that much.
I just think we are in a position
big
where
of you, Hayes.
we spend a lot of time thinking and talking about the minutia of golf. And I think I just think we are on the outskirts of the average golfer. I think we are right. I mean, whether that's good or bad, I think if you ask our spouses, you'll get a different answer on the day. It's good on a day when I don't want to talk about
podcasts and go into my golf garage and use my golf simulator. But otherwise, I don't agree with your point at all.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like we've been
pajamas.
We've been taught for the last however many years that you can't go buy a club off the rack and expect any kind of actual change. You actually need to have a club that's fit to you, which makes total sense. So, but I also believe that the flip side is 100% true, where there's just tons of average golfers who are looking and seeing what putter just won and go. How do we explain Lab's meteoric rise? All of those people weren't 100% getting fitted. They were just seeing JJ Spawn win the US Open and being like, I want one of those. Yeah. So,
dude, I kind of want to go try Cam Young's putter just because I liked the way it looked on TV and the way it was setting up with his line on it. Yeah. I would go give it a roll.
Well, speaking of Cam Young, let's Hayes,
let's talk.
You chose Cam Young.
I didn't. So I don't know exactly when this. We did an appearance. Can I kind of spoil that?
Yeah. Oh, please. Yeah,
sure. You can tease it.
The three of us.
You're teasing it.
There you go. I'll tease. I'm a bit of a tease. The three of us appeared on another golf related podcast, which will come out in the near future, and we were asked for predictions. Now, on our podcast, the Bogey Ball Society, when it came prediction time, I predicted Brooks Koepka, who Brooks finished tied for 12th at 5 under, along with my boy Spieth with an awesome eagle on 13. If you saw that, that was freaking great.
He played great. Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, so on this other podcast appearance, which I'm just teasing, I'm not going to tell you about it. We'll be sure to pump it when it comes out. But we were given a chance to make new picks. And I flipped it a little bit and I went for Cam Young. And after round one, I thought, well, that was dumb. What he did it got to the point that the announcers were even referencing Tiger Woods starting with a 40.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
I mean, he looked great. And I got to tell you, so this is after his Ryder Cup appearance and then after his Players. I love his swing. His swing is just freaking cool. Like it's not quite a Hideki pause, and it's not quite this like Fred
I think
Couples
it's
tempo.
more than a Hideki pause.
You think so? I don't think
it is
the way
very deliberate.
I think the
at
MLB sponsorship that he has is perfect because he comes to a complete stop and it looks like he's waiting on a fastball.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I just think Hideki's waiting a little longer. Really, you think it's the other way around?
I guess I haven't really seen a ton of Hideki lately to know.
Also,
and I think Hideki has actually gotten
sped up
faster. Yeah.
He's sped up. Yeah.
I think Cam now holds the title, the current title of longest pause. It's almost confusing because it looks like a practice swing, and then he unleashes almighty hell.
What
on the
it
ball, and
reminds
it's
me
like,
of is like the old Tiger Woods games where you'd like mash the A button for the power boost.
Yeah. Well, I will say, the other thing that impressed me about Cam Young too is I didn't realize he had the short game that he did. Like if you watched him on the 8th hole, the par 5, he hit his approach to the right, and he hit his chip to get to that pin. He hit it so offline of like what you would have thought. Now he hit it where he wanted to, but if you saw this shot, he hit it intentionally over the green and used the slope of the mound on the other side of the green to bring it back to the hole and left himself like a 5-foot birdie putt. It was so offline of what everyone expected that the crowd actually gasped, and you could hear the crowd gasp.
The
and
announcers.
Then it ended up perfect. Yeah.
The announcers couldn't believe they thought he thinned it through the green, and they were like, oh my God. Like it never occurred to them that he would use that.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that.
He's special. I gotta say, I mean, I was rooting pretty hard for him. I was rooting pretty hard for Rosie, who had a 2-shot lead at one point, and it just felt like it was inevitable that Justin Rose was going to finally get it done. And I can't remember a more exciting Sunday at the Masters. I can't remember anything where we had this many lead changes, this many people of unbelievable quality chasing and seemingly getting close and then fading back and then getting close and fading back. I mean, Rory went from 12 to 9 to back to 10 to 11 to 12. Like it was awesome. I mean, it was so exciting to watch. And then all the time, there's Cam shoots, he shoot a 65 on Saturday, right? So he and Scotty both shoot 65 on Saturday. So Scotty goes 7 under. He's even par starting Saturday, shoots to 7 under. Cam was 5 under and ends up at 12 or something, right? So he ends up tied for the lead with Rory. Rory, did he even par? Even par Friday, I think, or Saturday rather, because he was 12 under. He was
over. I thought
1 over. Yeah,
1 over.
Was he back at 11?
think.
Was that where the lead was? Yeah,
he was at 11.
Just an absurd like, it felt like watching it like Rory. Is he really going to run away with it? Like, that's what it felt like. And then when he had the Saturday that he had, which just felt sort of inevitable, like you can't miss that many fairways around Augusta and keep scrambling for birdie. Like, it doesn't really happen. Odds are, like, I kept thinking about Scott Fawcett. I kept thinking about him saying, like, he's missing his spot. That's just the variation. Like, that's just the deviance. That's what's going to happen. That's just the average, right? And on 12 today, I don't know if you got to see it, but very, very famous par 3. Rory hits a shot that is, I mean, I think the announcers called it correctly because one of them said, that's a happy accident because he was aimed directly over the bunker. He talked about it with Harry. He talked about it. I'm going right over the bunker. And then he squirted it right, and it ended up 11 feet from the pin. And he ends up making that birdie, which ends up ultimately being the difference maker, right? But like, it was just a fun moment of me realizing like, oh, this is what Scott talks about all the time, is that your target is one place. Where it ends up left and right of that target, sometimes you got to get lucky. And in that moment, man, that was the right shot to miss on. So yeah, it was awesome. It was just an awesome day.
Speaking of our friend Scott, like he's been a fun follow on Instagram over the last couple of days too. And I won't spend a lot of time talking here, but he and Brandel Chambly have been having a kind of a subtle war of words. So I won't get into it, but everyone needs to go check that. And I shared some of his posts because it's our friend Scott's not shy about sharing an opinion and a well-educated opinion at that.
Yeah.
So fellas, well, go ahead, Bryan.
I was just going to say, so what was you guys sound like you got to watch quite a bit of the Masters this weekend. So like, how did that go for you guys? And then I'll share my my Masters viewing experience.
Well, I think I'm like most Americans who like thank God for the app so that like I can kind of have it on my phone while I'm supposed to be doing other adult stuff,
That's right.
So that's how
it is
that's
the best
how I watched
app
it
ever.
It's phenomenal. You can literally follow any individual player you want for all 18 holes. How they do that is freaking amazing.
So just to clarify, we're talking about the Masters app, right? So the Masters has their own app. They're the only tournament that I know of that has their own app. And Hayes, you're right. It's extraordinary. Like the amount of coverage.
You can get like the Open has an app. I mean, they're
getting
other
better.
apps.
They're getting.
I'm
better.
sure
they're
are.
not on par with the Masters for coverage. Yeah,
but this is like completely proprietary, and they share their footage with CBS. But they own it. I mean, it's pretty incredible what they've been able to do. And I mean, Hayes, if you want to follow Cam Young, you can see every single shot that he hits. I don't know of anything else that does that. It's really cool.
Now, we'll
so were you
Saturday,
able to watch all 4 days?
I watched some on Saturday. Saturday was the hardest one to pay attention to. Baseball tournaments, stuff like that. Sunday was actually cool. I've in my golf simulator, I've also got a Roku out there, so I watched the entire Sunday final round on my golf simulator, occasionally hitting shots into the broadcast.
I hate
you.
You just watch them set up the tee shot on 12, and you're like, I'm going to take this one too.
Yeah, right.
I hit it.
147.
I'm going to take this one with Rory.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
hate you.
Yeah.
I got the kids.
I was
out
able
there.
to watch all day on Thursday. Basically, I was working, but had it on in the background, so I was able to like watch way more than I would normally. Friday was my worst day, but I got to play golf with my son, which was amazing. We played 18, and that was incredible. Little 6-year-old running around, getting excited about chip shots and stuff. So that was well worth missing. And I still saw enough, like it's one of those things where I could like kind of turn it on, and then we went and got a hot dog after we played, and it was on, so we watched that for a little bit. And then Saturday, we had family stuff, but I was sort of on. It was on in the car. It was on. So I was sort of, keeping track the whole time, but Thursday and Sunday for sure. I think I saw every shot on Sunday. I woke up for the early coverage. Yeah. I had that on and then right into the main broadcast. And I don't think I missed anything. In fact, it was on in echo because my wife turned it on for my kids downstairs for the back nine. So I was hearing it like 2 different places. It was very, Oh yeah, exactly. We're dedicated.
Nice job, wifey.
Yes. So my experience, Thursday, Friday, I had it on my laptop, whatever feeds were available. So I was listening in while I was working and everything like that. It was awesome. I do love that you can get the featured groups, or you can just watch Amen Corner, or you can do whatever you want to do there. Saturday and Sunday, we had baseball. Normally, I could be like Hayes and have it on my phone and watch it, but I was coaching all of these games or doing Game Changer. So what I had to do, because of our chats and everything like that, right? I would just put myself on like do not disturb during the game so that I could try to like record it, try not to get any updates for it. But we're sitting there on Friday. It was actually, Friday was, no, Saturday was when Rory went deep, right? He took his big lead, right?
Friday.
No, that was Friday.
That was Friday, sorry. So he goes on this tear, right? And I'm at a scrimmage for Jackson. We're coaching around, and one of the coaches looks at me and goes, "Oh, Rory's going on a tear." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I was like, he was just kind of like, hemming and hawing, like he didn't have a great front nine from what I saw before we left. He goes, yeah, he just got like a couple birdies or whatever. Another guy goes, oh, Rory's on a tear. My dad sends me this video of Rory's chip in on, was it 16
17.
that he chipped in?
17.
He chips in, and like he sends me this blurry TV video of him chipping in, no commentary. I don't even think the shot finished going in before the video was cut out. I was like, wow, Rory's really on a tear here. So I had to pull it up and look at the score. But I was able to go back and like watch some of the rounds. Today, we had a baseball game at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Ugh.
Oh,
that's great scheduling.
So we had to be at the field at 2 p.m. Eastern.
No.
So I was watching as much coverage of live at the Masters as I could kind of leading up to it. And I was just like, I don't want to know. I don't
Well,
want to
because
know
the
what
leaders
happens.
didn't the leaders tee off basically right then? Like, is that
It's
the
like
window?
2:25.
Yes, it's like
1:40
2:30 or something.
Is that what it is?
like
Okay, yeah.
2:05, whatever. It was around that. And I was like,
Oh, I'm sick. I cough. I can't come in today.
but, I was able to get home. I started watching my recording of their tee shots, like fast forwarding as much as I could. And I was getting ready to grill some burgers. And I went downstairs and I saw that they were on like 14-15. So it's like, you know what? That's fine. I'm just going to jump and watch it live. So I got to see the last few holes live.
Nice.
And,
yeah.
Which is a much better experience than kind of a rewatch. Yeah.
All right. Well, Bryan, you had kind of a abbreviated viewing experience, so I'll let you go last while you think of this. But
Sure.
I want to see kind of like what are your guys' main takeaways from the tournaments or your enduring impressions. I have a couple of things that stuck out to me. One, aren't we all relieved that anyone besides Patrick Reed won? Because for a minute there, there was more than a minute at a couple rounds, at a couple after the first round, and then
Man.
I mean, I think yesterday morning he started out with 3 straight birdies.
Yeah,
he
And
sure
I'm
did.
like, good God, just honestly, anyone but this guy, And if it sounds like I've got it in for Patrick Reed, yes, I absolutely do. The guy, we don't need to go down this too far, but I don't know if you guys ever caught the interview with Peter Kostis. And Peter Kostis said that Peter Kostis, when he used to work for CBS, he was, the on-course reporter following along. And he said that he saw Patrick Reed improve his live 5 times. Now, it's not like Peter Kostis is like dedicating to following Patrick Reed, and it's not like every tournament was on CBS. So the sample size isn't that big, and he caught him improving his live 5 times.
5
The guy's a cheat. I don't want any part of him.
Yeah.
He
the
other thing
he was
I'm sorry,
6 under. I believe if I'm reading this correctly, he shot 2 69s. So that's 3 under and 3 under in the first 2 days. He was 6 under. He was 6 shots of Rory going into Saturday. He then fired 72 and 73. So even par and 1 over to finish at 3 over. Is that where I got him?
Yeah.
5 over or 5 under. So still totally respectable as far as performance goes. Top 12 earns him back. I mean, even though he's a winner anyway, so he gets invited back for forever. But I agree. I don't root against anybody. Literally, there's no one on that scoreboard that I root against except for Patrick Reed. It is pretty remarkable that he has earned my ire, because I don't really I don't care. Like I either like you or I'm like, oh, you're a golfer. That's cool. Boy, he
has
really
a face
does
that
it.
you want to punch.
Yeah.
Well, plus for a while, I think, didn't he wear a choker? Like,
He
if
did.
a dude's gonna.
Oh,
No.
so good.
Not gonna
It's-
silver, yeah.
However, can we pivot just real quick? One of my favorite things about today, especially, was Mr. Max Homa. I don't know if you saw where he ended up, but he ended up
He did well, yeah.
tied for 9th. Shot a 5 under 67 today.
Tied
which
with
means
Xander.
he's automatically guaranteed back next year. And I don't know if you saw him finish, but he was pumped, like genuinely pumped that he finished the way he finished. And it's, look, we've talked about him a bunch. He's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So to see him play well at Augusta is always awesome. But especially a guy like that who's just, worked as hard as he's worked over these years. It's not come easy to him. He's never pretended that it has. So to see him perform is just always, I'm such a big fan. It's awesome to see.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is his best Sunday, like final day score in like a major or elevated tournament. Because it always seems like when he's been in contention, it's been Sunday, has been the letdown day for him. So I'm sure he was pumped to shoot that today.
Yeah, and it's the second, as far as I can see, I think it's the second best round of the day. There was a 6 under. There were a couple of 6 unders. Keegan Bradley went 6 under, and so did
Keegs.
So did Terrell Hatton went 6 under today.
Yeah. Another rapid reaction I definitely want to share with you though, like, and this isn't a terribly positive one, but I am really concerned that we are being robbed of what could have been or might still be, but Colin Morikawa seemed primed for just a hell of a season. If you go back to the last appearance we had with Mike Carroll, like Colin Morikawa has gained a lot of club head speed. And and the thinking being, if he's going to hit the ball that far with his iron play, he's going to be deadly. We saw him today shoot a 68. He came in, he finished the tournament tied for 7th. But if you watched him play, he's not comfortable.
No,
like his stride on the golf course is impacted by this. And the guy can't turn. He was basically hitting 3/4 shots for most of the day. So I really hope, like, however, he takes some time off, but not so much time off that like the season's gone. Because I mean, I was really hoping to see this new and improved and prime Colin Morikawa because people forget. I mean, he's a multiple major champion. The guy is really on the cusp of being one of those special elite players. I mean, he already is, but then he was going to take it another step further. Like, I hope we haven't been denied seeing that by the injury bug, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he was getting it up to like 179 ball speed and then tweaked his back, first tee, second tee of the Players?
Yeah,
I think.
Sounds right. Yeah,
because I think I had him on one of my fantasy teams as like, he's gonna sneaky win the Players, and then he was a withdrawal, which is a bummer. But no, I agree. I think the fact that he did what he did today and finishing at 9 under is kind of astonishing because I agree, he's clearly hurting. Like you can see it. The announcers are talking about it. It's and if that's what he can do when he's 75% or 50, I don't know what he is, you know. But I agree. I think if he can take the time and rest it, and it's your back, like anybody who's tried to swing a golf club hard knows that like the back is the first thing that tweaks if you're, you know.
It's kind of important to the golf swing. Yeah.
And
then the other thing I'll share, and I think you guys would agree, I got a feeling like, I have a feeling we're going to see a monster second half of the season from Scotty. I think this is the kind of stuff that motivates him.
Yeah.
You know, he can't stay on the schneid forever, and he can't. There's no way he's going to go the rest of the season spotting the rest of the field the first 2 rounds. You know what I mean? It's just It's just not in the cards. Yeah.
And we talked about this briefly, but what was the one that you said he's got circled? Is it the PGA? What's the one he needs? The PGA or the U.S. Open?
Because he's got 3 of them. US Open for the career Grand
He needs
Slam.
the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I had the same thought. I mean, just watching him the last 2 days has been delightful because it's just like there he is, there he is. Like we knew he didn't leave forever, but it's been tough to watch. Obviously, he's got a brand new baby. I to be perfectly honest, I did not think coming back from having a brand new baby he would play well. So the fact that he played well 50% of the things and lost by 1 stroke is stupid. And I do think is worrying for the rest of the field. I think if they're looking at that guy and being like, he's coming off of 2 weeks of no sleep and he just he figured it out after 2 rounds. Yikes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's
All right, well, let me ask you this, fellas. Based on what we've seen, the next major is the PGA Championship. Tell me your predictions again. Now, if you go back to that recording, I predicted Cam Young. I'm asking if you guys want a chance to change your pick based on what you just saw at the Masters. I do not. I am sticking with Cam Young. Matt, who'd you pick for the PGA?
Oh, God, I don't even remember. Who did I pick for the PGA?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'll have to put it up here.
Hold on, I got to pull up my notes.
Because I know I said Scotty for I said Scotty for the Masters.
Then who are you taking?
All right. Well, then I'll just base it on what we just watched. I like. It feels crazy, but Brooks looked great. Like,
yeah, he came around.
I think he wants to win, and I think he wants badly to win, especially now that he's sort of back. I don't know. I just think if he figures out the 1 or 2 things, he played well. Like he did not play badly. And he wasn't really even in contention. And he finished 7 off the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's finished at 12, he finished at 5 under. So he finished tied for 12. I just think he's getting more and more comfortable. He's getting back to it, and I don't know. He'd be a guy I'd put high on my fantasy list for sure.
Bryan?
I can't remember, but it might have been Mr. Morikawa, which I don't think I ended up actually going with. It could have been boring old Scotty for this one, or maybe Mr. DeChambeau.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I know is a lot, but I know I kind of went off script when we were actually doing that one. But who do I maybe that's the one that Scotty gets 3 good rounds of golf in and beats the field by
it only takes 3, not 4, right? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what? Here's my prediction for it, and it's one of the things I took away from the Masters. It's going to be a golfer wearing a Nike dad cap.
What's a dad cap?
What Rory wears and what Scotty wears. It's that, not like your PXG has the high crown.
Yeah.
It's the like fabric soft top.
Okay.
Yes, like that's
I don't like
what
those things.
Rory wears. That's what Scotty wears. You want to be a good golfer?
There
You
you go.
put one of those on. I'm getting one for Sand Valley.
Soft
You
cap.
should too.
Dad cap? Is that what we're calling it? Dad cap?
They're called dad caps. Yeah, that's
Great.
actually what they call them.
That's maybe what you call them.
That is my takeaway. No, Google it.
Okay.
You ignorant slut.
I just
That's
took away.
twice you've been called.
I just covered my horrible shame. And now I feel clothed. So this is good.
There we go.
All right, fellas. Let me hit you with another question that I didn't warn you about ahead of time.
All right, go.
And I'll share one of the things that I love about the Masters week is I love the tournament that comes the week after it. The RBC Heritage at Sea Harbor.
You like it because Spieth always wins.
That's part of it. But I just think that is such a fun golf course to watch. You can't blast it everywhere and pull driver all the time.
Yep.
It's the closing hole. I mean, they're always playing a 3-wood and then a short iron in. I mean, It's just a lot of fun to watch that tournament. And yeah, Jordan won it one year. He lost in a playoff to Fitzpatrick the next.
Yeah.
Spieth was quoted today as saying that he hit the ball better than he hit it when he won in 2015. Now, I don't know if that's actually true because he did putt the lights out in 2015 and he didn't putt terribly well this year. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and I predict that Spieth is going to win this thing this coming week. Yeah.
Well, also that finishing 18, that might be the prettiest 18th on tour.
With the lighthouse in the background. It's awesome.
God. Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
I can't wait to watch. I love the Masters, but I can't wait to watch the RBC Heritage too.
I'm going to go. Okay, so then I'm going to go Hovland because he impressed me a lot and he likes that course.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just really want to see Vic win again. I think he's good for the game. So
I'd like to pick another player, but I'm not sure who's in the field.
Oh, come on.
The week after the major. So
what about Fitzpatrick? He loves that course.
You know what? He does. I'll take Fitzy. I'll take Fitzpatrick there. He's fiery. He can.
Batia's playing. Fowler's playing.
Hold on.
Griffin, Hisatsuni, Straka, Castillo, Finau. All these guys are playing.
Is this where Fitzy did his little delayed follow through on one of his shots? Was that at the RBC Heritage? That became like a thing on the internet for a little while.
Now, the defending champion is JT, who will be there. And just
that
so
was can't lay.
And just so we're all, thank you. And just for who we're all tracking, previous winner Scotty Scheffler is in the field at the RBC Heritage as well.
Is he really?
He is, yeah. He's going to be tired for another week.
I'm surprised he's playing 2 in a row, especially after the Masters. But wow.
So maybe he gets it. I mean, he's going to be motivated too, right?
Is it elevated or no?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go. All right. Because I know sometimes they do 2 weeks in a row with an elevated after or before a major, and it's tough on the guys. But yeah.
Now, and then, the only comment I'd share about the RBC, and one more before I get one last word from you guys on the Masters, and then we'll call it a night. The one thing that does bother me about the RBC Heritage is like we go from the green jacket to like the RBC Heritage insists on giving out a jacket too, and it's the tartan jacket, and it's hideous. It's hideous.
It is beautiful.
It's
oh my god, it's terrible.
It's not.
It's like, what if you could? What if? Let's go hunting in a sport coat. Like it's what it looks like to me. It's just.
It does remind me. It does remind me like they started the tournament and they were like, well, what do we give people? And they're like,
right.
Well, they do the green jacket. Should we do a jacket too? And they're like, no, don't do a jacket. And they're like, I just looked in my grandpa's closet.
Yeah.
He's got this red check. I mean, we're gonna get let's give it away.
That's
that
the kind of like jacket like grandma gives you when your grandfather passed, and he used to love that jacket.
Yeah. Your grandfather loved golf, and so do you. So
put it on. I want to see you in it. I want to see. Oh. Yeah,
those smokes in the jacket were his. You should smoke them on the course.
You look just like him. Please don't. Please put that. I want to see it.
So Hayes, in an effort to not comment after you've wrapped up the episode so perfectly, I have one question for you guys before you ask your.
No. We haven't wrapped up. I wanted your last bit of reaction from the Masters, but fire away, Matt. Bryan,
no. I said before
you still can't follow
ask
instructions.
Yeah. No, before you ask your final question. I wanted to ask this so I don't ask it afterwards. Matt follows along. Matt understands. Oh. So anyway.
Where's the chase and how do I cut to it, Bryan? Let's go.
I've always considered the Masters kind of the official kickoff to the season for like me as a golfer. Like it's usually like the kickoff to spring, right?
Yeah, everybody, Bryan thinks the players sucks. Go ahead.
That's not what I said.
He definitely doesn't think it's a major.
No, because I'm not golfing when the players is on because there's still like
whose fault is that?
Right.
It's mine. I live in Massachusetts.
That's correct.
Right. Anyway, this is like how I feel, the trees are starting to bud up here. The weather's turning. It's like the excitement is not only for the Masters, it's for the kickoff of the local golfing season.
Yes, that's right.
I celebrated that today by hitting 125 golf balls into my net, which I wasn't expecting to. So my hands are probably going to be bleeding tomorrow, but that was fun. What do you guys? Is there anything extra with the Masters for like a season kickoff that you guys get into? I know Hayes, your climate is similar to mine. Matt, you can go pound sand.
Yeah, it does. It certainly has a motivating effect for me. I got to tell you, this was the first time I've been able to watch the Masters and hit balls simultaneously. I was doing speed training, which, by the way, I got to 114 club head speed, so I'm slowly getting there.
Good God!
Yeah, 114. I was pretty happy with.
Where did you start? 106? 7?
At max effort swing, I baselined at 109. Now I will tell you. There's a big difference between cruising and max effort, right? And that's one of the challenges is like if you can get to those max effort swings, well, how do you get your cruising speed up there without having to go through all the – because, I mean, to do that, I'm doing like a remarkable range of motion. I'm swinging out of my shoes. I like –
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing. But still –
we are so different and it kills me on that. It kills me. I'll like when I swing max – versus what I swing for a gamer swing, there's like maybe 3 miles an hour difference.
Yeah. Well, I've had to learn that. Like I'll tell you, one of my big discoveries so far is when my gamer swing, I have a bit of a pause at the top of my swing. Now I don't do it deliberately. It's just there. I've been told that kind of a canyon kind of thing, obviously different results, but I have a pause at the top. What I've learned in speed training though, is if I try to rip back my backswing as fast as I can, I get a faster downswing from that. You know what I mean? So
I've seen that before. Yeah.
I don't do the whole let it gather thing. If I rip it back and rip it down, I get more speed than if I'm just kind of, let it gather at the top.
I have heard that over and over again. I cannot control the club at all if I do that.
Neither can I. I'm just chasing a number though.
Yeah, but I just think it's fascinating that like that works for people because when I do that, it's like everything breaks. Everything just like completely shits the bed. And then it's just like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Whereas if I take a really controlled backswing, Bryan, I'm kind of with you. I don't see a huge drop in speed. I just feel so much more confident actually getting after the ball. So I know it's a skill because like Matt Fitzpatrick is a great example that we have been hearing about for a couple of years. And you're finally seeing those results. every time he's smoothing it out there at 179, 180 ball. Like it's nuts how much speed he's gotten. So I know it works. It's just a mental disconnect. I just can't seem to do that.
Now I will say also, just so you know, I've got my first round scheduled. Now it's only 9 holes. That's all I can really get in, but I'm going to go play 9 on Thursday, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to actually posting some kind of score. Yeah.
Nice.
Matt, how about you?
I don't really have a kickoff, to be fair. I mean, it's a little different here in SoCal. I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm just trying to answer the question.
I've been playing golf all year.
Yeah, I mean, I got to play on Friday with my kid, and that was awesome. That was totally worth the, just it's so fun to watch him. He's really figured out that if he swings hard, that he hits it better. Like he's figured it out, and it's really fun to watch because when he swings controlled, and this is what we're working on in baseball too, because he's been playing baseball and he's just trying to make contact, and he's got these super weak little like swings.
Yeah, swinging bunts.
I'm like first base coaching, and I'm like, bro, where's your swing? Like trying to yell at him, from the first base coach. But with golf, he just like he goes after it, and he is. Whatever, he's 6. I don't know what a normal, what's fancy and what's far, but like he's hitting it 85, 90 yards on a 100-yard shot. Like he's running it up near the green, and it's so fun to watch him like turn around with big eyes and be like, I killed that. That's been pretty awesome, and just also like he seems to be getting excited to watch some golf. Like he wanted to watch today. Granted, it was only 20 minutes. Like he didn't last long, but that's always fun. That idea that like I'm not the only one now who likes to watch golf. That it's
that's cool.
So that's pretty much the big thing. But
okay, fellas, it's time to wrap this up. Like, give me your quick 30-second quick hitter final thoughts on the Masters.
It's my favorite tournament. It's hard to imagine a more fun Sunday than what we just had. Given the combination of the wildly changing leaderboard over the course of the first 9 holes, watching Scotty make a push to try to finish low, watching Rory try to hold on to do it again. I mean, and I wasn't rooting against Rory in any way. I just also was excited to see some other people have a chance to win. And then you add to that the fact that like the Life at the Turn, we had a live thread that was the most active thread I have ever seen anywhere. Like if you walked away to go to the bathroom, you'd come back and it was like 40 more posts of people just live streaming what they were thinking. It was so fun, and it really did feel like I was watching it with a bunch of friends instead of it being up on a computer while I was working. So that was incredible. It was more than 30 seconds. I apologize.
No worries.
So
Bryan, I'm sorry, Matt ate up all your time. Anyway,
Bryan, we're out of time.
Bummer. No, so I would just like to sum it up with watching the 18th with Rory and Cam Young come down the 18th hole today. I don't know how many times have we watched a final round pairing of the 18th hole. You see that tee shot, it's a beast. It's gonna make or break somebody. I don't think I have ever seen 2 players so far apart from each other after their tee shots on 18. Rory was lucky his shot was bad enough that he had a line.
So
and
stupid.
Cam's shot traveled so much further than I thought it was going to down the left-hand side that I almost thought that he was going to have an easier look in, but it looked like maybe he had to kind of keep it below a tree limb or something. But that was not the 18th hole that I was expecting to see from the top 2 on the leaderboard. But it was wildly entertaining.
I will say also, just real quick, Rory lining up to hit that shot directly over the crowd.
Yes.
Like,
scary.
I was on a break at that moment, and I went down and I was watching with my wife and my kids, and my wife said, "Is he aiming at the people?"
Yes.
And I said, 100%. He's going to hit it over their heads, and it's going to turn left over around those trees. And she just started to laugh. And Winslow said, my daughter, she said, "Can you hit that shot?" And I said, "No, baby, I would kill all those people." And she just started to laugh. And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "They're standing directly in front of where the ball's going to go. Like, there's no way I don't hit 6 of those people with one shot, like
Right.
just ging, 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 ging.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was awesome.
All right. And then my quick
What's your
kick
takeaway?
reactions. Well, it needs to be said. I knew it, but I got confirmation this weekend. Sergio Garcia is a petulant child. We should probably mention that.
We probably
God,
should.
There's video out there. 2 chunks out of the second tee box, then broke his driver against a cooler because of a shot that he hit. In a close second is Robert McIntyre, who got so frustrated that, and I've never done this, he flipped off the golf course.
He's my spirit animal because I have
totally
100% done that.
Yeah.
No, legit, I have flipped off a hole before, but to watch a professional golfer do it was pretty great.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's just
great,
so petulant.
like
it's just
humorous.
childish.
I don't know if it's great for the game, but it was
Sure.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I kind of lost respect for the guy there. I mean, I get you're frustrated, but I mean, really?
But Sergio's, I'm glad at least the principal came out to have a talking with him. But God, they'll probably just be like, sorry, you're not invited next year because.
But he's been that
which
kid
is
since
unfortunate because he's a
16.
previous champion. He's coming back.
But they could always say that you've been suspended. Like they can do whatever the hell they want.
I don't know. Angel Cabrera spent time in prison and he's back. I mean, like,
yeah, he's a nice guy. No, I don't know. I don't know.
He shares his cigarettes with
he's
everybody.
He's never taken extra chunks out of the tee box.
All right. Well, fellas, let's wrap it up. Hey, the RBC Heritage, we got to talk about that one too. Just to recap there real quick, the field, the Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Cameron Young, Tommy Fleetwood, Fitzpatrick, your boy Ludwig, Cantlay, Morikawa. Morikawa is in the field. I got to imagine he would draws, but right now he's in the field.
Yeah, I would.
You got Sam Burns. You got Mr. Middle Finger himself, Robert McIntyre, Jake Knapp, JT, and again, my winner, Jordan Spieth.
I'm going with Jake Knapp if he's in the field.
I love
for the Heritage.
Yep.
Okay.
Another guy who played great. On Sunday. Had a really good finish. He's figuring some stuff out. Yeah,
he is. And
all right, well, folks,
is just butter.
Yeah, folks, that's it for us. Listen, get to lifeattheturn.com. Matt mentioned the community there. Go get to the community. You'll find a link at lifeattheturn.com to the community. You can be a part of that. We want to thank them for sponsoring the show. We want to thank everyone for listening. Sure. You can reach out to us at bogeyballsociety@gmail.com, or you'll find our blog posts there on at the community page on Life at the Turn. Folks, thanks for listening in. Hope you enjoyed the Masters, and we'll talk soon.
Bye.
See y'all.
All right, that's it, right? Super easy, painless, super fun. Hit us up at bogeyballsociety@gmail.com. Send us your questions, send us your comments, send us your, I don't know, love letters, hate mail, whatever you got, you send it. And come find us at the community at Life at the Turn. So community.lifeattheturn.com. It is a really genuinely great community. I can't tell you more about that Masters thread was just non-stop. Just like people couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't get enough of it. It was awesome. All right. That's it. Have a great week. We will see you guys next week. All right. Peace.